Okay, hi, I'm Alex.
Hi, I'm Archana.
And for our environmental economics CIA, we decided to look at the case of Hulimavu Lake. So basically, nestled in the southern part of Bangalore near Bannerghatta Road, as you can see, we have the Hulimavu Lake, which has been a vital source of water, replenishing groundwater and nourishing local biodiversity. Once a thriving ecosystem, the lake has suffered years of degradation due to encroachments, pollution, and neglect, which is all too common in all of the lakes around the city. In response, we have had certain groups look at restoring the lake and different aspects of it, as well as we decided to interview the local residents to see how they feel about the entire situation.
Okay, hi, this is Harshita.
Hi, this is Aradhana.
And adding on to what Alex and Archana said, as you can clearly see from our background, the restoration efforts for the lake have been in full swing, and it's all about cleaning the lake and bringing its fragile ecosystem back to life. However, there is a lot of inflow and waste dumping, and even the sewage treatment does not look very great as of now.
Yeah, and being someone who stayed in Bangalore for pretty much their entire life, and in this area specifically for the past 8 years, I know especially that this issue is not specific to this lake, especially, but can be seen all over throughout Bangalore's lakes. I want to do it again. No.
But anyway, this whole thing is to be filled with water.
Guys, so as you can see, we're at the center of the Hulimavu Lake. You can see that the lake is completely dried up. There are multiple mud piles everywhere. There's a tractor there. There's a lot of construction going on, and then there's smoke coming around. Also, you can see these cows finding their fodder in these barely green areas. So this is the state of Hulimavu Lake right now, and it's pretty sad. So, yeah.
Now that we've seen what the lake looks like, we asked a couple of the residents walking around how it's impacted them. And here's what they had to say.
Okay, my name is Sidhu. She is Pushpa and she is Neela. We are basically from Hubli. So my children are studying here in Tri. So I have shifted my family here
Oh, nice.
to Bank. So I
Okay.
am working for railways.
Okay.
I am placed at Hubli right now.
Okay.
So just I come here on leave.
Nice. Okay. So
आप अपने बारे में कुछ बताएंगे? आपका नाम और वो सब?
అమ్మ పిల్లప్ప ఓకే పిల్లప్ప శాంతమ్మ రోజు మీద పోతాం
ठीक है। आप कितने सालों से यहाँ पे काम कर रहे हैं?
అయ్యో ఈ దేకెత్తా 50
50 सालों से। वाह, बढ़िया बढ़िया।
were you aware of why the lake was drained of the water?
Okay. Rainwater, that is only because of the buildings coming all around here and
Okay.
all the very nonsense putting into that lake and they almost filled that.
Correct.
So that is the main reason.
Hmm.
Moreover, the natural water, rainfall water is not flowing into the lake. That's one more reason because of the buildings, heavy buildings and all underground usages they have made. Because of that, the natural water is not coming into the lake. That's the main reason why it is not getting filled.
Okay. Makes sense.
మీకు తెలుసుందా కి ఇట్లా చేస్తున్నారు లేక్ రినోవేట్ అని ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నారు?
మంచిది కావాలని చేస్తాము దాన్ని ఒప్పుకుంటాం
మంచిది ఎలా?
మంచిది అంటే అందరికి బాగుండాలా అని మా పిల్లలు
అందుకే. కానీ आपको क्या लगता है कि ఎంత సేపు లో ఇది అయిపోతుంది లైక్
ఇది
రెనోవేషన్?
3 ఏండ్లు 4 ఏండ్లు
ఓ 4 years అలానా?
3 ఏండ్లు
So when you heard that or when you see the condition of the lake, what is your like initial reaction? Like how did you react?
Definitely, I was not happy. See, today I come here for a walking in the evening, just thinking that we'll have some good walk around and we'll have some good air. The same traffic here, no water in that. We feel as dry as it is, where we love the nature green, but here it is too dry.
Okay, makes sense. So, in your experience, how do you think this is affecting the community, like around, like the local community?
Okay. See, affecting in the sense, see, one thing is psychologically we're affected already. That see, a person, if he sees some water, greenery around him, that will definitely have a psychological effect on his brain, and he will feel happy when he see green. But when I see dry things like this, definitely it will have a little impact on the brain.
Okay.
Apart from that, I heard that government is working on this for a long time, but still it is not completed. I don't know how long it will take.
Okay.
But last 3 years we are seeing this. This said we are having this problem. That said we have that metro problem. So both said we are living in dust.
Okay. So you think it's polluting, like it's not very good for.
Definitely polluting.
What
See, because water is not there, no natural instincts are coming, no birds are coming, nothing is coming around. So that is making definitely not good
Okay.
for health.
Okay.
After we interviewed the local people and stakeholders of Hulimavu Lake, we decided to have a sit down chat with an expert. Sanjana is a CB-side student who is studying the impact and situation of lakes all over Bangalore, such as the Madiwala Lake.
Okay, hi Sanjana.
Hi,
So
Aradhana.
you've been staying near Madiwala Lake for like the past 20 years.
Yeah.
So what are some of the changes you've observed over time?
Okay, so one of the most major changes that we've observed is there's a sewage treatment facility very close to the lake, and the treatment doesn't go as per the government rules, and they have a huge inlet into the lake which causes like an extreme nutrient buildup. And because of that, I'm sure when we've all gone to Madiwala Lake for a stroll, you would have seen that the amount of macrophytes that grow over there, especially. So since I'm a science student, I know what it's called. It's usually called like macroalgae, and the most prevalent one over there is water hyacinth. So what happens if so the aquatic life needs to have 100% of the water coverage for their daily sunlight and oxygen intake, but due to like extreme nutrient buildup, what happens is it keeps getting covered up by these algae, and when there's a layer of these algae that forms over it, that's when we start seeing like a green shade to the lake. It no longer resembles a lake, it resembles like a marsh area. And because of that, the fishes die because they don't get enough sunlight, they don't get, and the algae also compete for like nutrients and oxygen, so you don't get your survival necessities as an aquatic being, and they end up taking all of it. So that was like one of the most major change, and it was also a very popular tourist destination for like boating and then morning walks and all of that. So if you go towards the shore, you'll see so much waste over there that's just like piled up, and it's all plastic waste, it's not even like biodegradable waste. And so Madiwala Lake is like a very old lake, okay, it's like 300 years or so, and it's a home for a lot of migratory birds. So when you see those birds come in and they just sit on the waste and then they start feeding on it, that's very dangerous for them.
As you can see, this is a direct before and after view of Hulimavu Lake over the last few years.
Like being someone who stayed nearby, do you have any suggestions that they could possibly take up to maybe help?
So what people always do is, so people that the lake has a beautiful like stretch where people walk in, and they usually take their dogs and all for like morning walks. So whenever these dogs they do their business, they usually just throw it and then they throw it in the lake. That's like something that we should as humans stop doing, because as citizens we can't really do anything for the sewage treatment or the construction side, because that's all government issued and the government is supposed to take up charge for it. But like the minor changes that we can do is when we go on boating is to stop throwing stuff into the lake. Or there's also a lot of illegal fishing that happens over there, and like the hooks get stuck to the nets, and like there's a lot of ghost nets. Like ghost nets are basically nets that are abandoned in the lake when you don't get any catch. So there's a lot of that. So from citizen side, I think it's best if we stop doing these small things, which is like leaving your hooks or your fishing. Actually stop fishing over there. Just stop fishing. Don't like leave nets and nothing, just stop fishing. Don't throw your waste over there just because it's convenient. There's a lot of dustbins on the side, so you can actually just go put it in there. And yeah, I think that's it.
So, what are the improvements that you would suggest, seeing how you live here and it's clearly impacting you?
See, my suggestion is fill the water, make the area green, let people live happily. That's all, nothing more than that.
Okay, so initially when we studied, we saw that when they filled it up with water, there were a lot of floods. So, do you think there are any other environmental impacts of the lake being dry or the lake being full? Like, what is your opinion on
No,
that?
didn't get your question properly.
So initially they had water in the lake, but when it rained, because the drainage was improper, they were not able to control it. At the same time, when it's dry, obviously there are other issues like we don't have nature, we don't have birds, we don't have anything. So what is your opinion on that? Do you think there's any other environmental impact of like the lake being empty or it being full?
See, I will tell you one thing.
Huh.
If they want to fill this,
Huh.
see that all the rainwater get into that.
Hmm.
And Bangalore has almost rain has come down. Because of the big building, all trees have been cut, nothing around here. The rain has come down. You see that some seawater, some river water you can bring into this and fill the lake and make the area green, and definitely it will help the people around here. And even the water sewage will definitely improve. So you can have borewell water, don't need to go to 2000 feet inside. You'll get it at least for 1000. That it can happen.
A once thriving area with birds and abundant wildlife, Hulimavu Lake is now home to grazing cows and dogs running around and playing.
Okay, hello everyone. We are here at the Hulimavu Lake, and here we have a lovely cow. So we wanted to ask his opinions. Oh shit! How do you feel about the fact that now you've got so much grass to graze on and like so much area that you can walk around in? Huh? Thank you.
Okay, hello guys. This is the state of the local putty. Let's ask him how he feels. Thank you so much, guys.
So as we like, I'm someone who stays like